Good morning, everybody. I know it's been a while since I last updated y'all, but wanted to give an update here. Let's go check on the chickens real quick. The last time you saw the baby chicks, they were this big. Now they're not quite so little. Check them out now.
These are the baby chicks in front of us?
Yeah, those are the babies. The ones that are left anyways. We had all 10 of our chicks that we got after the massacre. Y'all remember that. And put them in with 5 hens that we got from a friend of ours, co-worker, for on the cheap. So that was really nice of them. Appreciate that. We put them all together, and one of the chicks, something had reached underneath through the chicken wire on the floor and ripped a leg off. So dispatched that one, and then the older hens pecked 2 to death. So I had to go in and put a separator in. You can tell right here there's a bunch of chicken wire that separates the 5 of these hens and the 7 of those birds, because nobody wants to be picked on. So anyways, let's go ahead and get these girls all fed and watered and move them on down to their next spot for today. Still moving them every day. Are you gonna stay in there? Yeah. Okay.
Don't forget the egg.
You're now a chicken.
Okay. Let me lay my egg right here.
Yeah.
I can't reach.
Thank you.
My butt can't reach that far.
Okay. Alright, so I gotta fill up the chicks' feed, but anyways, we're still doing the daily moves. They're still loving it. Started looking into our winter plan, and I hate to do it, but there's a prefab chicken coop that I want to get, but it's like $1,900, and looks good, looks pretty, looks sturdy, but that's still $1,900, and it'll be a long time before it pays for itself. So thinking we might end up actually having to build another one, but we'll see how that goes. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of want to build one, especially at a $1,900 price tag. Alright, let's go put this up and then get to the real reason why you guys are watching this video. Now we set up the electric fence. So one thing that I do with these step-in posts is I put them about 6 inches away from any edge. Pretty much anything that's gonna dig or try to reach up underneath the side here is gonna get shocked. So that's worked well. I haven't had any dig marks or anything like that since I started using this electric fence, and I think it's just the way to go. So anyways, let's go ahead and get stepping. Sometimes they don't go quite so easy. Now you notice this is not straight up and down, and the reason behind that is whenever I get everything all wrapped around, I like to pull it tight, and if it's straight up and down, the fence will bend over like this, but if it's cockeyed like this, it pulls against itself and ends up being straight as you pull on that electric fence.
I don't know if you're doing anything else after the chicken wire.
Hope you know I'll see whatever you're saying.
I'm talking to the camera. Does the camera talk to me?
No, the camera's not talking to you.
Well, that's bad. Why am I staring at you? Why am I staring at you? Why am I staring at you? Back? Gawk? Gawk? Gawk, gawk, gawk?
Alright. Alright, now we pull it tight. Get it nice and taut all the way around. And just kind of do figure eights. Like this. Take that pressure off the clip. And there we have it. Next thing I'll do is set up the stand. This way the fencing wire gets up off the ground. Set this up. Set that up on the cinder block. Put the solar charger on. And make sure red goes to the fence. And fire it up. Perfect. Alright, now the real reason y'all are here. The garden is pretty jamming. I've had a lot of success in some areas, not a lot of success in others. I think that the largest part of the lack of success in others was just using old seed, but this kale here, it's not very, I mean, it looked better than it did. It had a bug infestation where like literally every leaf just had like 1,000 of these holes all over. It was barely anything here. But I cut all those leaves away and the bug problem has gone for the most part. Here's some of my tomatoes. They are thick and jamming. They're nice. You can start to see a bunch come in down here. Look at that.
Holy cow, watermelon.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Look at those. Look at these. This is doing really well. And I haven't found very many hornworms or those those cabbage caterpillars. I forget what they're called, but anyways. But when I do, I give them to the chickens, and they go crazy for them. They turned into velociraptors, I say. But yeah, no, they absolutely love them. So there's that.
There's weeds.
Yeah, there's some weeds too, which is okay. You know, no one's gonna cry about some weeds. At least I won't, and that's the important part, right? But here's another tomato plant. Which, by the way, note to self: if you decide to put tomatoes in a tomato cage, do it earlier than later, because whew, that is a giant pain. That is no fun, let me tell you what. So anyways, let's just get to the main point of this. Look at this trellising. This is just doing great. Now, you might not believe it, but this whole area right here, this whole area is all 2 squash plants. We've got these big ol' honkin' acorn squashes. There's another one down on the ground. A bunch more. Look, there's some down there. Oh, hey, there's a butternut squash that's made its way all the way over here. Let's see what else we got. A bunch more. Those 2. Those 2.
These 3.
There's another one up there. It's growing. That one looks like it's not doing so well. It's probably gonna fall off. But anyways, it was only 2 squash plants, and all I did was just as it grew, I just kind of fed it in and out of these areas, and just made it grow all along this trellis. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's one, right?
Yeah, and there's another one down there.
What are those?
Those are cucumbers.
You do that, you make a different. Yeah, you can make a different type of growing thing if you just add pickle juice, and then it turns into a pickle, right?
Not really.
Oh, I think that's another.
Something along the lines of that, and it will grow up, in and out, and it won't really fall out very easily.
Hey, I just found one down.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to see on the camera. But anyways, also, here are my green beans. I thought that they would trellis, but apparently I bought bush beans. So, note to self, if you want to have beans on a trellis, make sure you don't buy the bush variety beans. You get the beans that vine. So this is what I'm really proud about on this trellis system. You wouldn't believe it, but there's 4 watermelon plants here. 4 watermelon, and they take up very little space. Like I said, I've just been weaving the runners up and around like that. Doing stuff like that. Just bring it up, around like that. And we have some pretty good sized watermelons already. We've got some pretty good sized watermelon. This is not a bad sized watermelon. I think I really should probably try to, man, this light is not great. Try to support this somehow, like maybe tie a rag underneath it and make a hammock for it. But we've got a couple more coming in. Here's a little baby one. Here's another baby one. Little tiny baby ones. So, use trellises, save space. Now I'm very impressed with how well my peppers are doing. Oh, look at those suckers. Park seed did good here. Oh, they smell hot. Okay.
Is this a pepper plant?
Look at those big old suckers. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. All right, let's bring these over here.
I wonder if they're supposed to be red.
You know, I don't think so.
I think there's one more on this side.
Okay,
Oh,
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Here's a good one. I'll leave that one. Leave those. Okay, look at this bad boy. Oh, look at all those. Oh my goodness, these are so massive.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a hot sauce party.
A hot sauce party?
Yeah.
Maybe, you never know. You know, if I had known that these were going to be so top heavy, I probably would have staked these up as well, but all good.
That's a bunch of peppers. Let me count them.
Yeah, look at all these. Look at all of them. They're huge.
Can I count them?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9.
9.
9. Now, onwards to, I think, my least successful endeavor of this. Here, actually, if you would, go take those to the car, please. Put them in the passenger seat.
Passenger?
Thank you. I want you to take a look at this.
The driver's seat?
The passenger seat. This is my corn. Okay. I have never seen such midgety corn. And I don't think I did anything wrong per se. I know this one got stepped on. That one got stepped on. But I don't know, maybe I'll just have baby corn. Try it again next year. Not sure. You know, some of it never just never came up. Some of it did. Some of it, like, I've got stalks coming out of the sides, but those never really just worked out. Anyways, that's my garden update. And I gotta tell you, man, like, this cattle panel has been a really great idea for trellising. You get so much more space to grow whenever you're going upwards rather than outwards. So if you've got a small yard or a small backyard or whatnot, or you just don't want to have to spend a bunch of time in a huge garden trying to get it to where it'll produce, trellis. This is only 12 feet long, so half my bed, and cattle panel across, 20 bucks a pop about, and you can grow all of that, all of these vining fruits. They love it. And if you want to get really savvy, you can have these things grow up and over, and things that are more shade tolerant, like lettuce and stuff like that, you can put in a row underneath. So like, instead of having this right here and right here, if I had moved one of these sides over to the next row and had that be the arch there, I could have used this whole row right here for like lettuce or something like that. Sorry. Things that are shade tolerant. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the video here. I sincerely hope you've had a great summer, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.